A lot of times we find someone may have an old storage unit that they clean out and they don't know what to do with something that they find. They literally just appeared. Okay, they've not been ran through the mail stream since those postmarks on there.
I checked my home phone messages a week ago today, and there was a message from Stephen at Center City Station asking me to give him a call. He said, I got your name off of the Heritage Hills website, and I have some mail that we can't deliver. That address doesn't exist anymore. And it was 308 Northwest 22nd Street. And he said, I've sent my carriers by, and that address, that house isn't there anymore. And so I said, well, what's their name? And Stephen said, C.R. Fletcher Jr. wrote the letters to a lady named Hazel Moore and Mrs. C.R. Fletcher Jr. And so I said, well, I can find out if any of the neighbors remember them. And he said, well, Marva, the letters were written in 1942 and 1943. He said, it's obvious from just the back flap of the envelope that he loved her very much. And he said, I would like for a family member to have these letters.
Most precious darling, I love you. I wish I could be with you tonight telling you how much I love you, but that is not among these incidents falling above the line in the probability ledger. Yesterday I received a letter from you, which I shall never forget. It was short but very sweet, and you said exactly the right thing to turn my spirits back onto the upswing.
His brother was my grandfather, and I don't even remember him because he died when I was young. And so I really don't. Now my brother, he's my oldest brother, and he remembers my grandfather very well because he was the only grandchild at that time. Basically, I got an email, which was just a part of an email from Jim. You know, Marva, here's her contact number, yada yada, and asked me to call her. That's a huge surprise. I mean, who would even think of that this would be around?
And the timing is perfect because she's, you know, he retired from Chicago and moved there. They are all over Ancestry.com, constantly finding, you know, things that they've done. And she happens to be going there in 2 days. And so this is perfect. She gets to take this with her and they can go through it. And I'm sure she will know so much more when she gets back because my uncle is very enthusiastic about this sort of thing.
Yeah, he goes to family, you know, graves and digs up all kinds of information about our family and stuff like that. I mean, that's just what he does. So this falls right into what he's into. So this will be awesome. He will love this.
I do hope I do have my fingers crossed, and I don't mean perhaps. I want to see you worse than I have ever wanted to see anyone in my life. I miss you more than anyone can say. It just seems that there is part of my being missing, and precious, you are that part of me.